Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off the Top podcast, hosted by Zero Requiem Forte. I think Trev just realized what I always do for our countdown before we record.
I did not notice that until now.
I have been doing
You're
that
funny.
now for the past, I don't know, couple episodes. But most of the time, though, we got to bear in mind, like, we were an audio only pod, and now I'm kind of experimenting with using our actual face cam footage again. The last episode was actually a
Hey.
face cam.
All of this was just because I shaved one time, and I was like, "Jeremy, show your face," because I just wanted my face to be seen because I shaved. So it was all selfish. You can blame me for this change.
You know what? Trev is the catalyst for this decision. Plus, now
Yes.
now with the PC that I've had for about like a couple weeks now at this point, I mean, now I'm actually able to record, like, I'd say better footage overall without the PC like stuttering too much. But we're here. We're a little bit on of a lighter crew tonight. Everyone's pretty much just busy doing something right now, and we just haven't had a response from one. Maybe he joins. Who knows? But episode 34, the Shaquille O'Neal episode. Yeah.
I like how you titled it that, but are we actually going to talk about Shaq?
I mean, I only just say I only just name players just because based on the numbers that we're currently on. And I was like, all right, what's a player I can think of with that number? Because, like, what is it? I think I said the last episode was Scottie Pippen because it was number 33.
That's right.
I think I started doing the whole that trend probably once we did episode 30. I think.
Who's 30 again?
Steph Curry.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Steph Curry.
Sorry,
and then...
I'm a baseball guy. I apologize. I'm what all the basketball people call boring.
Me.
Yeah, right.
Ben documented too that I've said that, like, baseball ain't my sport, but, like, I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. That's the thing for me.
I just don't want to watch it.
Dude, I mean, come on. Like, how many hours is a freaking baseball game? Isn't it like almost like 4 hours?
Well, that's why they added the rules recently. They have a time limit now on like your
Did they?
pitches. You can't take. Dude, yeah, they actually changed a lot of it to make it more accommodating for the average viewer to keep the thing going. I think there's a mercy rule now. I could be wrong, but I think there's a mercy rule in the extra innings thing because yeah, you could still go into extra innings, but after like I think it's like one or two after the tie, it kind of just gives a who had the most. I think it's another metric that they measure it by, and then they call it based off of that.
Okay. But they're kind of
Don't
like
quote me on that.
But they're kind of
Don't
like trying
quote
to
me on
make
that.
they're trying to make like baseball kind of like a little more like watchable for people who kind of have had that constant issue of it's too long or it's too boring or stuff like that.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah.
I mean, the NBA is kind of like trying to implement like so many other things too. Like at least the most recent, well, quote unquote recent, as if it's now been, I think it's like their third year now doing the whole NBA Cup thing, and I still don't get its rules. It's so weird. But just know that it's a mid-season tournament, and
Yeah.
I think it's like whoever wins gets like a bonus in their contracts or something like that. So this is
Is that right?
I mean, I think it's like 500,000 if you win, I want to say. There's nothing in seedings though, so I was like, I feel like that's what would make the tournament a lot more interesting to watch, because to be quite honest, the only thing I see for the tournament is those bright ass courts. Like, my god. There was like one season with like the Houston Rockets, well, they're playing in Houston, so their turf, and usually the team's color is like it's white and red normally for like home court stuff. So now imagine this bright ass red court.
Oh, fucking god.
Steve Kerr, the coach,
white accents. Oh my god.
barely any white accents. The freaking it's just this bright red court, and Steve Kerr the coach for the Warriors, he literally was like, I felt like I was walking into hell.
Oh my god, that's an intimidation. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
The worst one was this year with the Timberwolves because they have lime green for some reason as an accent, and they showed a
Green.
and it's like and they showed a shot of like one of the players like after they like score, and they were like, dude, he looks like he's walking on slime or something.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
uh yeah.
Which makes me that doesn't make me want to watch basketball because I
At
don't want
least
my eyes to bleed out of my
luckily that's
skull. You know,
it's very early into the season. It's usually around this point, like when it's like kind of a quarter of the way through the season.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I can only imagine the Lakers one would probably be really bad too if they put the yellow.
Yeah.
Would be too much.
What do they have? They predominantly purple, right? That's
I mean,
the
the purple and gold is what they've always been known for. So,
yeah.
but
That's
there's our
Jesus. Anyways, well,
sports talk of the pod.
sports talk. What? We don't want to talk about the what the next year's Olympics. We don't want to talk about football. What lacrosse? Uh,
Cricket.
home run. Out. Thank you.
We totally
I
are
was
a
trying to.
professional sport. We're a all inclusive sports podcast now.
Right. Esports.
Yes.
Segue. Back to what we were talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we figured out a way
I
to
didn't.
circle it back, man. We figured it out. But I mean, I guess like to talk about like, at least with the past week, I'm not gonna say necessarily it was like a lighter week. It was just more of it was important for like what we were talking about in the last podcast. Mostly with the Game Awards. John Cena just had his last match Saturday. That's all we could say, man. What we could say. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. But
We'll get there. We'll get there.
okay. But I guess we should probably just talk about, the thing I usually try to open the podcast with. What have we been doing since the last
right.
pod?
Yes. Well, I have been. Well, I did. Actually, okay, wait. I did a one show here in LA for Saw the Musical, which has been my. If you guys have been paying attention to the podcast, have been my source of income, my job. So they needed somebody to have coverage for my part in LA. And the guy who usually does it is my buddy Jack Cathcart, who is the principal for Adam here in LA. If you guys have seen that, but honestly, he had another job. Us being working actors, we're always trying to get living wage, and while this show pays well, it doesn't pay a living wage. I will say. But mainly because it's non-union. If it was unionized, it would be at a different standard.
Mm-hmm.
But he was on another job, and so I was in town, and I was contacted by the production manager, and he was like, "Hey, come on down. Would you like to come on down and play with us for this weekend's performance? Because they're down to one performance a week, which is unfortunate, but it's also kind of makes sure that the crowds are kind of bigger, I think, in my opinion.
Maybe just to
Um,
guarantee it, kind of thing.
yeah, well, it's with a show like this, a lot of the funds have to be reallocated for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut back, and also like demand in the cities where like how many people are coming to see it. Like for Halloween, I think we bumped it up to two, back up to two, but then it went back down. But now people are coming out in Christmas time to come see Saw the Musical. So I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
hey, you know what? That's to each their own. If you want to spend your Christmas vacation trapped in a bathroom with a puppet, then come on down. But anyway, so they asked me to come out. I came out, and it was a good show. It was with two people I'd done the show with previously, and it was good to do it with them again. It was good to have um, to keep me on my toes, but doing it with a different group of people than I had been doing it for months with this other group on tour. And it was a lot of fun. We didn't get to go out afterwards or anything like that, but this group usually is notorious for going out to sing karaoke afterwards, like in Hollywood. And it's a fun time, dude. It's basically just a bunch of theater people singing show tunes while drinking. So
Oh
like
wow.
literally the
Oh
same.
boy.
Yeah.
I can
So
imagine how
like.
that would turn out. I can only imagine, man.
Oh, but dude, it's great. It honestly it turns into like uh, a mini performance because you get all this wonderful, talented people who want to sing whatever in their audition book, and and to test it out. And we, we're all there to support each other and to drink. So like, it's
I
a fun
mean
time. It's a
when you're
it's
going
a
to
very fun time.
karaoke, you may as well have drinks,
Yeah.
you know?
See, now this is why I want to like with our friend group
Oh
go sing
man.
karaoke. Mainly because I want to flex on all of you, because fuck you, and also because I mean that with all the love in my heart. Uh,
A little bit of self-patting, you
I
know?
want everyone stop. No, but for real, I want to. I think it's a great way for everybody else to just cut loose and just like
Yeah,
we
of
get like
course.
we go to Koreatown if you come and visit again, and we go rent out a room and we
Mhm.
get soju and we have like sushi beforehand or some shit or whatever you want, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, we go sing karaoke. If you come to Vegas, they'll overcharge for that shit, but they have it here. They have it there too. So Um, by the way, and I've said this before, but I'm gonna be in Vegas. I think I'm leaving on Wednesday. Actually, in 2
Oh.
days. I'm leaving
So
in
when
two.
the
Yeah.
so probably when
So
the pod is uploaded, pretty much.
yeah, most likely. So when this is uploaded, I will be in Vegas already, and getting back into the swing of things. We're gonna be performing downtown Vegas, so near Fremont Street, like historic Vegas, you know?
Mhm.
So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be kind of cool. I don't know my living situation or anything like that. I don't know anything like that yet. But all I know is that my sister is gonna come see the show and come stay in Vegas for like 2 days in January. Josh is coming with his family, so I'm gonna get to see the homie. So if we
Hell
can,
yeah.
if it works out, and we do a podcast.
Around that point, yeah.
It could be me and him in a hotel in Vegas or walking on the strip. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. So we're
That would,
gonna have like another like part 2 to you walking around in Colorado Springs.
yeah, exactly. Yes, and I think and we up the ante with it being in Vegas,
Oh
and
boy.
then and we just do big cities every once in a
At that
while, and we
point, it's
just
just
walk around the
like,
city.
and we may as well like make sure that's an actual like this type of podcast where we show footage because it's
Yeah,
the
because
last time it's like
off the
it
top.
doesn't make sense out of context, like without the visual of it. So now that we're pretty much going this point forward, as far as I'm aware, we're gonna pretty much be doing it like that.
Well, and apologies for that. We're too performative, man.
We
We're
are.
way too performative with our bits and our jokes. It's
Yes.
just easier to like have a visual point and audio
I
as well.
I genuinely think yeah, it is like a lot better, especially because like, for my case it was more of a limitation hardware or hardware limitations when it came to something
Yes.
like that. So now that we
Yeah.
have essentially an upgrade on my end, who's recording, editing, all that stuff, you know, now we're able to do this again and that I can have like
Yeah.
multiple tabs and stuff like that open without, PC like having to worry about the PC like, you know,
No, 100%. Like this is so much. Hey,
it's like it's just cleaner. It's just a cleaner look.
it's cleaner, and we're here, Yeah.
Yep. Uh,
So, but anyway, that's what I've been up to last week, and I saw met up with Josh. We did music. I met up with some other friends to catch up and to let them know what was happening and all that. So yeah, honestly, it's been very nice. Nice to play video games again. Not nice with my fucking laggy ass Wi-Fi, but
I mean,
um, hey,
it's you got to take what you can get. Unfortunately, it's
yeah.
like stuff like that. Um, yeah.
But what about you, sir? What have you been doing since the last pod?
Oh, it's a good thing you asked because I've now pretty much had Switch 2 now for about a week. I'm actually
Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Oh my God!
hold on,
Fine!
look at it, look at
Ah!
it. But I've now had it for about a week. I pretty much have mostly been playing like Mario Kart World. That's kind of currently the only game I have that's Switch 2
You get it
wise.
with the bundle, right?
Yes, I did. Let's just say the benefits of being a employee of a store that sells the bundle that had it on sale. Let's just say I basically got Mario Kart World for free and then some.
And then some.
Yeah, and I've actually been I've you know what's funny is like I realize like the Switch
Yeah.
or just Nintendo in general has so many third-party controllers. I'm like, yeah, it's way better to
Oh, bring your Switch back up
oh,
real quick.
hold on,
I'm
hold on,
sorry.
hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But let's look at the difference in this.
Well, first of
Like
all, wait. Okay, so your extra thing here, is that an accessory or is that part of it?
it's a grip that actually just came in yesterday actually. Because
Gotcha. So it's
so
just
this
a
one is from I bought this is Savage Raven. Oh my god, the Max Vision grip, I believe that's what it's
yeah,
called. And so far, I mean,
yeah.
I've used well, Savage Raven was initially Skull and Co. But now it's like Savage Raven by Skull and Co. I've used their
Mhm.
grip on the Switch 1 and luckily that thank God they have these type of grips where it's like kind of like grip like hold it more comfortably. Because I noticed
Yeah.
when I had like another case um that I only bought it because it actually had like okay, so this little like piece right here is actually like a front cover.
Yeah.
So pull the switch. So like it's like this right now. I'll show my third party stuff in a second. But I can do because this actually came with a different grip. I can have it covered like this.
Oh,
So it's like and it's basically just easier to travel with if I wanted to like go out for a
yeah.
little.
It protects your screen and everything. Yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
And then the best part, I mean, the reason I like this one is because the kickstand is actually out.
Ah,
But what's actually
nice.
cool is like I didn't realize you can actually just stand it up like normally too without the kickstand, but I preferred with having access to the kickstand and it's
Yeah,
dock.
because extra stability.
And it's dockable
Yeah.
as well. That's the best part about that.
See, there
Because
you go.
I almost bought like another
Mhm.
Switch grip case or like a whole
That was
bundle
not.
for it, but Jesus Christ, it is expensive. Freaking D brand. Um
Oh,
and D brand, I mean, they make good stuff, but oh my god, at
it's
$80
expensive
for
though.
it's $80 for a grip and a case, and I'm like, that's way too much. Like, they
Dude.
really are like trying to invest on name brand. But
Oh my God.
yeah, that was a whole thing. Hold on. I'm gonna
Oh. Oh my God.
hold on. There's like a couple things I bought. So I guess we'll start with we'll do the controllers in a second, but the initial
Yeah, yeah.
case that I did buy was like um was this kind of
Oh.
case. And it's like
Oh
it's
yeah.
not
Wait,
bad, but that by the
that's
same
mine.
company. This came with the cover though. Oh yeah, yours is
Yeah.
kind of similar. But this one doesn't have like the
Yeah.
little cutout, so and it's not dockable, so
Yeah.
and I'm not a fan
Oh,
of
I
how
see.
it holds for me personally.
Mm.
Uh but it's okay. It's not bad, but I literally just bought it essentially for that cover and this is just going to be a backup just in case for whatever reason.
I
Um
see.
I actually bought a like a better like set of like a grip for like Joy-Cons.
Yeah, that's the Pro controller setup, right?
Kinda like, but
Yeah.
I can actually. Can I don't know if I could pop it out. Oh, there you go. A little elbow grease, but you can modify.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? Now he has to go get another one because it's broke. You should add. Should add a glass sound effect to that.
Maybe. We'll figure it out in post. We'll figure it out in post. Okay.
Well, yes, we'll do. We'll do.
Like.
I
But
swear.
you
I
could change
swear.
the little like grips on it too, so that's cool. And it just
Yeah.
slides in kind of easily too. If I don't cut
Dude,
my finger.
my hand is almost the size of this.
Damn.
Do you see that?
Holy fuck.
This is tiny.
Yeah, and you know what's
This is
funny?
so
Now it
small.
makes me think. I wonder if it's gonna be a Switch 2 Lite next year, and how they are gonna. The only problem is
A lot of their stuff is. I mean, okay. The only thing I can see with them doing for that is having a built-in camera. See what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
that's
you know what I
that's
mean? But a la like the 3DS when that was a thing. When they
yeah.
got, or the one of them had the camera on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's gonna be just like a slightly better version of that.
But it's not gonna be
Because
that
how
much.
do you make like how all those other like games that it has is all dependent on like the motion controls and all this other aspects of it. Like
Yeah,
I got Mario Party Jamboree on here, and I can't play like a good section of the mini games because they're all motion control. So I'm like,
yeah. So it just
right.
doesn't work basically.
They just exclude those games from this version.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
that's
there, but you can't. It's not like you
you
can
can't really
play it.
like do much with it.
I want to see if I can a Joy-Con to this. I think I can,
You could
but the
probably
only
pair it.
downside is like probably, but it's such a small screen. I
It
mean,
is
look at that.
tiny. Like
Yeah.
it's tiny. So
Yeah.
like, and even comparing to like the Switch One, I was just curious. I was like, Jesus Christ, it is bigger.
Yeah.
Someone's clipping that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, you're
um,
good.
and then
That's cool. That's cool.
the
Are you
last things
go ahead, sorry.
that I did get, and it's actually because I'm not paying $90 for their Pro controller for it to potentially get stick drift or whatever. So what do we go? We go to the third parties. So first thing, I actually got this guy, the GameSir Supernova, I believe that's what it's called. It's not bad. It's actually pretty solid controller for the most part. Especially because I've used like GameSir's products in general so far. I've really liked. I have it's like the T7 Pro and then the G7 Pro. So far, those are really good controllers. Especially because the most important part, Hall effect sticks. So less chance for stick drift essentially because they're more magnets versus like a potentiometer stick.
Oh, wow.
Not bad. This is also playable on PC as well. And then I wonder if I could remove this. Can I remove this? Damn it. Well, just know that you can remove that faceplate right there. I have Control Freaks like thumb grips right now attached to it. And I actually changed the button layout to be more like the Xbox controller. It's really easy. It's really easy to change it out. So I was just
That's
like
really cool.
And for that
That's
I got
copium though.
It is I mean, I will say though, I should have waited a little longer because then I ended up finding like my actual favorite controller for it. Because like I think on because it's a Best Buy exclusive, and I think it's like last time I checked, it was like $30. I mean, I got it for 40, which is still good, but you know, cheaper's cheaper.
I went into Best Buy the other day and I saw a bunch of stuff for like the Switch and Switch 2 and whatnot. I went in with my sister and she was like, I was thinking about getting it maybe for the girls, and I'm like, listen. If they're gonna play it, yes. But if they're not, it's not fucking worth it.
It
Because
isn't.
there's
It's
so much new. If you're not dedicating a lot of time into the system and learning it and how to like, you're not gonna get hooked. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If you don't have the excitement going into it, it's gonna because I feel like people going into Nintendo for the first time with this console, yeah, there's a lot of great things to it, and there's a lot of good games so far, but there's also like,
It's
you
kind
know,
of in terms of actual Switch 2 titles, it's very limited. Because like
yeah,
I mean, like right now, like the only games that like at least I'm gonna probably look into eventually, which is DK Bonanza, and Prime 4, and then maybe Kirby Air Riders, but that's like down the line shit.
you got the GameCube.
I don't
Yeah,
have
that's
NSO
all
right
right.
now, and I was contemplating it. I was
I was gonna say,
contemplating.
man, it's got Wind Waker, Soul Calibur, and Metroid Prime. Prime.
Yeah, you know what's funny is
OG Prime.
what's funny is that I wanted to get the Metroid Prime remastered, but I want to buy the physical copy because it's still like a Switch 1 game, but dude, my work doesn't sell it, and now I gotta hunt for it essentially. You know, here I am trying to be cheap as hell. So,
I still need to give Kevin my GameCube so he can give it to his brother so I can get it modded.
mm,
Because that's literally all I'm missing. I love the PS5 and I want to game with you guys. But if I had to travel, I have a choice to travel with any of these damn things, it would be the
PS5 ain't it.
GameCube.
A PS5 is not a good idea to travel with. Like,
Well, only because like you're reliant on how good the Wi-Fi is, and you're reliant on other networks, and also it's very expensive and cumbersome to lug around.
mhm.
GameCube has a handle. It is meant to be carried between houses. That
And
is
if
the
all I could
purpose.
say, like for sure, is because we don't have Gus on this pod, and I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get him onto this next year. Hopefully, you know, if
Yeah,
his schedule permits it, of course.
yeah.
He's like an avid like I don't know if he like necessarily really hates the GameCube, but he's not really too keen on it. Just more of it's the console he has less history on, and it's like, all right, that's whatever. You know, I can understand, and especially because
Well, he's a
he's a
PlayStation guy,
he's a
right?
PlayStation guy, so you know, I get it.
Yeah.
Um, oh my god, what is it? Oh, I'll quickly just show the other
So,
two controllers I actually bought. So this is another Best Buy exclusive one. This is actually pretty. I like this one too.
oh wow.
8-bit dough, Ultimate 2C, I believe it's called. $30. This is $30. Not bad, but not my favorite one. It literally kept going from I like the game, sir. Then I like the 8-bit dough one. The most important thing about the 8-bit dough one is that it is wireless. So
Yeah.
and without a dongle. But and then you have this guy, the Easy SMX, what is it? The S10. Where you got
Mhm.
yeah, this I think is my favorite. I mean, micro switch, triggers, and then
Oh yeah.
tactile buttons. I could change out this D-pad for like a standard D-pad
Oh
and
yeah.
PMR sticks. And this has the one thing that a lot of the other Switch controllers those don't have, which is wake up options. So
Interesting.
and it's weird because like I guess apparently some update they did ended up not allowing third parties to do that. So far that's the only one that works.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's just like that's just interesting. But yeah,
That is interesting.
I think considering the fact though, what is it? I spent roughly like hold on 30 40, so that's about 70. So about like $110 essentially on 3 like pro controllers versus like spending $90 on one Switch 2 controller. I don't know
Hmm.
about you. I like those odds better. And
That's
they're not
true.
gonna as far as I'm aware, I have options and their sticks are not gonna die on me, hopefully. So
Just gotta go easier. You gotta go easier on those combos,
hell
bro.
no. Hell no. Although then again,
Hell no.
I'm not planning on like I don't know what I'm gonna do like online wise with this thing. I honestly might just buy just like a bunch of like other like mostly Switch Nintendo first parties and then just like certain games like if they're on like a decent sale. Like
Yeah.
there's even like there's an indie game that I was like looking at that my work has. It's called Buy Sweet Carol and it's like a side scrolling horror game that's inspired by like old Disney films like Cinderella and shit like that. It looks
Oh
really cool.
shit.
It's it looks really cool and I was like I'm going to get this eventually at some point and might be this week maybe. We'll see.
That's awesome.
But
That's,
yeah,
thank you for
so
sharing that Switch too, man. 1 week of it. You
1
already
week
have
of
so
it
many
so
fucking accessories.
far. So far.
Yeah.
But I think the good thing though too is that like what I do always remember is that Switch 2 accessories usually tend to be pretty I'd say fairly priced for the most part outside of you know what I said about D brand. I think that's it's a
Yeah.
bit much for considering that's something that I can use more. Granted, I did ended up buying I have practically now 2 Nintendo Switch 2 cases, but one of them I'm actually going to use, the other was just for the sake of a front cover. So that's kind of I'm not gonna say I necessarily regret it, but I mean, there was one thing I really wanted, and they weren't selling it, so I was just like, all right, I guess I'll have to bite the bullet for now.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
due time, I'll
in
I'll
due
probably
time.
have a more updated feeling on the Switch too.
In due time.
Um, but aside from that, mostly just playing our usual games. I have been kind of like looking to add more stuff on my PC as well, like game wise. I actually did, yes, I did try Fortnite. Um, I wanted to see if I can hit the higher frame rates, the more quote unquote competitive frame rates. And so far with what I was able to do, I think I got about 200 FPS on 1080p. So,
Okay.
and I was able to play it with a I tried mouse and keyboard. I died at the first fight and I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to the controller."
That's about right. That's about right. Yep.
Attempts were made. I'll eventually get around to mouse and keyboard though. But
Attempts were made. That's funny.
um I'm probably also gonna try to play some other games because like I actually am probably gonna start playing 2XKO very soon, which actually won Fighting Game of the Year. Right? Actually, no, they did not win Fighting Game of the Year this year. It's actually Fatal Fury. But I was 2XKO though was a game I've just been generally excited for, even though I have very limited history with League of Legends. Like the farthest I've gone is literally just Arcane, and that's it. And funny enough, one of my predictions was that Caitlyn was going to be a character into XKO for the launch. And who did they show? Caitlyn.
Yep, there you go.
So now
there you go.
Caitlyn and Vi is a team. Or what I like, or what I ended up yelling in one of my group chats. The lesbians are a team in 2XKO.
Oh. Is that right?
I haven't even watched season 2, but I know that's a thing. And I was like, well, I'm not surprised. But yep, 2X, but I'll eventually get to it some point down the line. And I'm also probably just keeping an eye out for like usually like the Steam sales. I don't know when the winter sale is, but I'm probably gonna have to keep an eye out for that because ton of games I want to play. But I'm gonna play the patient game. Just scoop up on a bunch of games that are like $5 at least.
That's fair. So off topic. You still haven't played Hogwarts Legacy, haven't you?
I still have not, but they did have it. It's free on Epic Game Store, and I can get a free backbling on Fortnite. Hey.
From getting Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah, because if you get it on Epic, because the only way to play Fortnite on PC right now is just through Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta answer a text real quick.
Oh, real professional.
I am
Oh
100% a professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad's actually asking because my Switch 1 is in my living room right now. And I told him he's asking me when he could play Punch Out, and I had to tell him I was like, I had to buy online again. So
Wait, yeah, if you buy online, does it go to both of your devices?
I'm gonna probably do the family plan again.
Yeah.
What I did last time. Because I think
Yeah.
it goes up to like 8 Switches. So honestly, I could just toss in a lot of people in it. So
Hey.
I mean, plus I do want to use my
I'm kidding.
I do want to play my Switch too a little bit more.
That's so valid.
But because I know my dad, he's probably gonna play the NSO or the Nintendo Switch classics or Nintendo or NES classics. That's what I meant. And then I'm probably gonna just try to play
Entertainment System.
the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Actually,
yeah, I push up my glasses.
I actually have. Wait. Hold up. This is the perks of knowing an actor. Actually, it's actually called Nintendo Entertainment System. Originally, it was called Famicom, but it was not the Super Famicom because that came out later. Anyways,
You need to have, you know what you need to have too? You need to have like the little buck teeth as well. Like the professor from Simpsons.
actually, yeah. Well, I say no, but it's not really gonna be, it's gonna be
Yes.
fatal, of course, but it's not gonna, it's fine. It's just a Nintendo Entertainment System. It's just gonna kill you when you're playing Duck Hunt. Anyways, enough about that.
Enough
Enough
about
of that.
that. But yeah, I will probably play more Switch games. Maybe it'll end up on the channel, who knows? We'll see. We shall see.
If we have any shared games that we could like play together.
I mean, because like right now, like as far as I'm aware, as far as games like I know I can play online at least, like Smash Brothers, probably Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, and if I buy, because I know I'm probably gonna buy the expansion pack, because I know that's the one that has access to like all the
Oh yeah,
game
right.
classics.
Yeah.
That's gonna put the booster courses for Mario Kart 8. And then I mean I could probably try to play Splatoon, but I don't know. That one's a maybe. Kirby Air Riders as well.
Kirby Air Riders for sure.
Yeah.
That's
But
Switch 2 though.
I will say though, I am kind of like trying to prep myself for next year when the Duskbloods does finally show up. So I'm gonna be going straight onto that because it's just the Duskbloods. It's pretty much it's a FromSoft Nintendo exclusive game as far as we're aware.
Ah.
And it's the closest thing to Bloodborne 2 right now because Sony hates it. Apparently, we did not make enough money for them. Supposedly, I don't know. They hate us either way.
Well, I mean, what? It's just gonna be. How are they gonna build upon it?
That's the thing I'm wondering about. It just got me really curious. But you know what is like a lot of the crazy things too is like even like a bunch of like third parties, like more specifically Capcom stuff is coming to Switch 2 like day one. Because I guess we could talk about a handful of the announcements at the Game Awards because I'm gonna be quite honest. I only looked at a handful of trailers because I watched the show later. But
Yeah.
in terms of what I did see, Resident Evil Requiem did get a new trailer. And who got fucking announced for it? According to leaks and rumors, Leon motherfucking S. Kennedy. 50 years old and he's still doing them kinks. Probably 50. I don't know.
He's got to be grizzled, right? So he's probably like 48.
He's got to be like, at the very least, he's 48.
Yeah, I don't know. That number seems good to me.
That seems like a pretty good number, yeah. And he's probably
no prior knowledge based off.
But Leon Kennedy is back, and from what it looks like, it's going to be intertwined. So there's probably going to be like chapters where you're playing as Grace, and then other chapters you're playing as Leon. And of course, Leon is just basically Resident Evil 4 again, from what it looked like for the little bit of gameplay trailer. I'm excited. I'm just
you scream. It totally clipped out when you scremed. So
just trust me.
Silence.
Don't worry, we have the visual, so you'll see the scream. It's like, he clipped the mic. But
yep.
I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited for that game. And what's crazy though is the fact that game's actually going to be coming out on Switch 2 day 1.
Damn.
So I mean, as far as like how I'm going to purchase it, the thing I'm trying to figure out is I know if I buy it on Epic Game Store, I actually do get Grace as a character, Fortnite. So it's kind of like,
See,
it's a maybe.
An incentive. It's like you buy this, you get other shit for another game.
That is true. I'm kind of debating on it still, because I want to, but I'm probably buying that deluxe edition because I like the extra cosmetics, especially because Leon has his jacket again as an outfit.
Oh,
so that's the most important part. See, that's the only.
It's Leon.
My only copium right now, though, for Leon in Fortnite is like they add an edit style where he has his jacket because that's very important for Leon, other than the unnecessary backflips for the plot.
The plot. It's for the plot, guys. It's for the
Unnecessary
lost in his
backflip.
ass. Yeah. Holy shit.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to play Resident Evil Requiem. I'm wondering if we're getting a demo though soon, because I might actually try to play it, because I think the last few Resident Evils I played, I avoided anything related to the demos, because I wanted to kind of like go into the experience raw. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still, if they announce a demo for like next month, maybe I'll give it a look, because it's coming out on February 27th.
27th.
Pretty soon. It's gonna feel like it's very soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be sick. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Other things that did get announced, I'm honestly just trying to remember it like off memory, because I didn't even document any. I was avoiding.
Off the top.
Yeah, what else is it? I already said the 2XKO console announcement and the character that got teased. Okay, Invincible Versus now does have a release date, which I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe it's like April 30th, something like that. So it is, it's before Evo. So that's the first thing that I remembered, was when Evo was announcing like all their like main stage like fighting games, Invincible Versus was one of them. So that basically meant, so we have literally between like that announcement of it being on the Evo main stage for Las Vegas to, well, essentially Evo. So I was like, okay, so when is it? And then we find out it's in April. So
all right.
So good to know that
April's gonna be stacked then.
Oh, dude, like I think like more February to April is gonna be pretty stacked for the most part. The big thing though that they announced for Invincible Versus is that they have a new character, and it's actually an original character. It's not a character that's established. So her name is Elemental.
Elemental.
Like Ella and then mental. There's her last
name.
I
got that. I got that part. Yes.
I mean, I don't know what to feel about the character. She just looks like Cetrion from MK11, just like does like nature shit and looks annoying. But whatever. Hey, you know what? I'm all for it. I'm still waiting on Conquest to be announced though. I'm just saying, stand before my arrival, worm.
People think that I'm unstable.
I don't remember the rest lonely.
Of
it. God. Oh my god.
The devil. Okay, so the devil. So we keep shouting this guy out. Devil Artemis.
We love him. We love him.
When he had his Conquest episode. Oh my god, that's fucking assault!
Sounds about right.
I don't think he said assault, but anyways.
But yeah, Invincible Versus comes out April 30th. I'm probably gonna have to check later, see if I need to keep correcting it, but I'm pretty sure that's when it was, if not around that time. Yeah. In terms of other big announcements, 2 Star Wars games actually got announced here. So, and apparently I missed this first one because it was my understanding, maybe like the top of the show. We have a new game in the KOTOR franchise, which is Fate of the Old Republic.
Right, Knights of the Old Republic. So that's Fate of the Old Republic.
Yep, and they have Casey Hudson back, to my understanding, who has had a heavy hand.
Is it a build your own character adventure?
I imagine that's what it's going to be. And they do have Casey Hudson. Casey Hudson is supposed to be back, and to my understanding, they've been very important to the KOTOR franchise. So that's excited to see. The only big question mark that it kind of left, and people were wondering, is how far out is this game going to be? Because We only had a cinematic, and that was it. And some people specifically Jason Schreier saying he was optimistic that this game it wouldn't be until like 2030 it released. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. Yeah, but Casey Hudson did come out eventually saying we're gonna get it out before 2030, so rest assured. So now it sort of is leaving like, well, we'll just have to see. Only time will tell. But hey, Fate of the Old Republic. I'm happy for the KOTOR fans. I've actually never played those, but I know a lot of people like those games.
Is that right?
Yep.
I know. I mean, yes, they do. I mean, I every time you hear about it, people always
it's
bring
like
it up as like, oh, I remember this game. Oh, that was so fucking cool. So I'm actually excited. I can't wait to play it on the PS7 or whatever.
Well, we got to get through the PS6 first before we go to the 7.
Well, that's in development currently. So by the time that I'm counting it because it's probably going to get delayed too. So
yeah. Do you think it could be a 2030 game or like within that era?
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I feel like it's a licensed property too. And even though Star Wars is pretty good about like keeping their stuff together, if they come out with it in like the next 2 years, I will be surprised, pleasantly surprised.
I would be too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. It's just good to see that because I know like the KOTOR remake has also been in like development hell as well. So that could be another factor for why 2030 was brought up as a number for Fate of the Old Republic, because they probably want to have the KOTOR 1 remake come out first, so that way people play that, they get an idea of what Fate of the Old Republic. So there's a possibility.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Then the other Star Wars game that did get announced, Pod Racing is back, baby.
That's right.
I'm blanking on the name, but to my understanding, I believe it's actually
Star Wars Racers.
Yeah, Pod Racers. It's I think it's made by the people who do Need for Speed. I could be wrong. So, that one looked pretty cool.
Was there more than one pod racing game, or was there? Because the only one I remember is Star Wars Racers.
I believe that was the only one. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was the only one I remember too. It was on like N64, right? Maybe.
PS
or PS1.
PS1, PS2, maybe. Probably PS1.
Somewhere around that era, but yes, Pod Racing is back. I'm excited. Honestly, I was just like, oh, that's actually something I really haven't thought about until, well, they announced it. I was like, honestly, I'm fucking with it. I'd fuck with it.
Oh, yeah, especially going to be remastered and built upon. I'm like, hell yeah.
Or I think it's supposed to be just like an entirely new game as well, so.
Oh.
So, what I just want to see is what planets are going to be tracks though, because it'd be funny if they have Mustafar and then somehow they could squeeze in a reference to episode 3.
I mean, you underestimate my power. You've turned her against me. I'll be one.
Literally.
Out. You were my brother, Anakin.
I loved you.
Anakin, I loved you. Fucking Kermit.
Fucking Kermit. But I want to. Yep. 2 Star Wars properties, and then what other games got announced? There's a new Divinity game that people were just more surprised at how violent it was, because it was literally like a guy is literally being burned alive and just ultra grotesque. So that was like, dude's like literally like melting, and you're literally just watching it happen. It like he's like burning like the Wicker Man type shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, but the new game for Larian Studios, the guys who did Baldur's Gate 3. Good to see that they're working on something at least. trying to remember what else got announced or what else happened. Oh, this is the weirdest one that happened during the Game Awards. So they did show a trailer for the Street Fighter movie that's supposed to be coming out next year.
I saw all the posters for it, and I saw our two boys,
Cody Rhodes as
Mr.
Guile and Roman Reigns as Akuma. I don't know, man.
I don't know about Akuma's design. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'm on board with that. A little weird.
You want to know who
Jason Momoa as fucking
Blanca's weird?
Blanca, though. He's weird too. Yeah.
The only
Also, like Jason Momoa. Sorry, go ahead.
But Jason Momoa, I was gonna say Jason Momoa as Blanca is probably the weirdest casting, and that's saying a lot considering like how like dude, even fucking Andrew Schulz is in this for some reason. I was like, why is Andrew Schulz as fucking Danny Beaky?
Who's Andrew Schulz?
He's a comedian.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why he's in there.
I don't know how to fit. I don't know. All I just know is yeah, Andrew Schulz is in it. The only like accurate castings were the guy who was playing Zangief, because when you look at the stage, this is the tallest motherfucker on that stage. And
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
He's not as like hilariously jacked as like Zangief usually is in the games, but like he's pretty buff. And
he's pretty buff.
And 50 Cent as Balrog, which I think is just still hilarious. Yeah. That 50 Cent.
Come give me a hug. Come give me a hug.
All
right.
But those are like probably the only two, like I would argue is probably like the only accurate castings, because they kind of just work. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know what to feel. I mean, it looks like the movie's at least. I think I was listening to another podcast and they kind of said it best. Like, it's probably going to be just a good popcorn flick. And I was like, I probably would expect it to be a popcorn flick as well. As long as it's fun, I'm not going to be too mad about it. But the weird thing that did happen, though, at the Game Awards when they were all on stage, they were like, oh, let's bring up the Mortal Kombat 2 cast. Nah, I'm just kidding. They're not here. They only just care about money. And I'm like, why would you say that?
Why are people being fucking mean at the Game Awards? What the fuck?
Well, I mean, like, dude, Schultz, this is not the time for something like that.
It's definitely not the time for something like that. Like, my God, man.
That was just bad taste right there. That was like, nah, that was not good.
Yeah, it also like shows more about you, dude. I mean, it shows that you're insecure about that shit.
Everyone, I mean, he's kind of already like one of the most annoying like comedians as it is. So, but I don't know. That was very awkward. Even the director kind of had some words to say about that too for the Mortal Kombat movie, and I was like, I don't blame you, dude. I would have said something as well. So, very awkward on that.
I'm just excited for Carl Urban as
Johnny Cage. Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 1, apparently everyone hates.
Oh, he's the most annoying character to fucking fight in the game, so he's like hilariously broken. I think he's like amongst the top tiers.
Oh dear.
Yep. But
holy schmoly, that's so crazy that
that he is like starting shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was just one of those. It's just done in bad taste. Like, I don't know why. What the point of that was. Like, it's as if, I mean, Mortal Kombat as a franchise already is getting beaten down as it is. Like, I don't think we need more.
Yeah.
Will say, though, very disappointing. No NRS announcements of any kind, sadly.
No what?
Nothing for NRS. So, no Injustice 3 announcement. So,
yeah.
Only one could have hoped. They're
not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
They're going on
not right now. They're not.
Yeah, they got to go on a full reset at this point. but whatever. Other things that they can announce, they did show, just to kind of get up from the Debbie Downer, they did have a new trailer for that Lego Batman game, pretty much Lego Arkham. Yeah,
Right.
honestly, I'm just happy. I'm just excited. I think this might be the most expensive Lego game though, because they are charging the $70, and yeah.
I think Skywalker Saga was $69.99 at first.
Oh, was it? I don't remember. I bought it on
so.
sale. But
See, baby, right. So we're gonna wait until it goes on sale. Now,
I mean,
this one's probably gonna take longer to go on sale, I think, because of how popular Batman is. So.
I honestly might pick it up day one. I have to look at the date it's releasing, but I think it's within the first half of 2026. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
At least I think it is. I could be wrong.
First half.
Yeah, I believe it's first half that it's releasing, and I think there are a couple games that did get announced around that point, because even there's like a racing game that I've been sort of just kind of keeping an eye on, like on the side, called Screamer, and it just looks like an anime like racing game essentially, or it's like got anime character models, but it kind of looks like a kind of an interesting arcade racer. It looks pretty dense too in terms of like its mechanics, because there's like a whole like team system on it. So I'll probably check that out as well. I believe that also got its release date. Where that is, I think it's in like March as well. Funny enough. I'm trying to remember what else got announced. I know something got delayed like by like a month, and I am blanking on what it was. God damn it. But I know there was a game that I was like keeping an eye on, or that I was looking into, and it was like releasing around March initially, then it got pushed. Which honestly, February, March again, it's looking pretty goddamn stacked right now.
That sucks.
Yep.
Stacked, you said. Stacked, you said.
Very stacked. Sorry, it's just gonna hurt the wallets.
Well, it sucks for our wallets then.
Yes. Oh, what did actually, funny enough, get announced actually is, well, Mega Man's not dead. There is actually a new Mega Man game on the way, but all the way in 27. So,
wow.
I mean, I'm pissed, but at the same time, we're about to be in 2026. So I was like, okay, this is not the worst thing in the world. But it's like, oh, cool, Mega Man's back. And it looks like it's classic Mega Man too.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
You know what?
That's good.
That is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't really know if there's really anything else that like caught my eye too much. Oh, okay, I will say this. Let's kind of like be a little bit Debbie Downer on the next two things I'm gonna discuss. So, the final game that gets announced at the Game Awards. Someone I watched kind of said it best. It looks like it's gonna be a Concord 2.0 situation. It is so it's like a small dev team that made Titanfall and Apex Legends. And they're making this, I don't know what to describe it, a medieval first-person shooter MOBA game.
A MOBA?
Like a League of Legends, Dota, some shit like that.
What did it? Wait. Doing this is for what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's the last game that they announced, and it was like Jeff was hyping it up. He's like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be like the best thing ever," and it's coming out next in January 26th or something like that. And then it's a game called High Guard, and I don't know what to describe this game as. Like I said, it's like a medieval sci-fi fantasy shooter game. This game just looks like it's an identity crisis, like through and through.
Like
And
that one other game from that's copying Spider-Man and
yeah,
copying all these.
I think this one is more of it's an identity crisis, and it doesn't know what it wants to be in terms of like its own genre. Because the problem with Ananta is that it's copying a lot of single players, almost down to a fucking T. This one is just I don't even fucking know what I watched. So,
that's not good.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to feel. I don't know what to feel. It was pretty underwhelming for it to be the last game to be announced. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well.
No. So I wouldn't be surprised this game becomes dead in the water like the second it releases. Like I hate to be that guy, but I'm just not interested. I know another gacha game did get fucking announced. Arc Knight's Enfield. I don't know, maybe I'll check it out, play it for like a day or two, and then delete it. Free to play.
It's free to play. Free to play.
Free to play, and if it has co-op,
what is it?
It's called Arc Knight's Enfield. Kind of looks like it's just like Wuthering Waves kind of thing. They're like open world action hack and slash type of game. Kind of looks cool, but
white.
I'm trying, and then yeah, that's oh, speaking of gacha games. So I guess before we go right into the Expedition 33 Forced Hate that I've been seeing all over my feeds. So Expedition pretty much set a record in terms of awards. It beat The Last of Us 2 set a record for the most awards taken with 7. Player Obscure Expedition 33 just literally smashed that record by having 9 awards. Practically a sweep.
Oh.
And it only lost on 2 things. Player's voice and audio design, which, okay, it lost to Battlefield 6. That's completely fine. I get it. I personally picked Silent Hill F for that, but hey, nothing. I'm no disrespect to Battlefield 6. At least they won something. Same for Hollow Knight Silksong. They won something as well.
Interesting.
But Expedition 33, 9 fucking awards, and of course, what did it win? The most important one of them all, Game of the Year.
One Game of the Year.
Yep. And
isn't it like a Souls-like?
It has a Souls-like mechanic, being dodging and parrying, but it's a turn-based RPG.
There it is. That's pretty cool, actually.
And I'll the thing is that I've been praising this game ever since I beat it all the way back in March or April, whenever it released. And I was like, this game is literally a top 5 game of all time for me. That's how good it is. And it's number 5.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm on the store right now, actually, and it's showing a bunch of different games for the Game Awards 2025 folder. That one, though, isn't in here.
Interesting.
They got Ball. I'll tell. They got Ball Pit, Ball X Pit, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They have Civilization 7. They have Doom the Dark Ages. They have Death Stranding 2. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And Baldur's Gate 3.
That's interesting.
That's why
but I think it's less. I think last time I checked, though. Oh wow, that is weird. That is a shockingly small list.
So I don't think it's an actual list. Like it just has it underneath it, which is
just like under like a tab or something.
Really weird.
Because I think if you look at, I'm pretty sure if you look it up, I think it's on sale right now. Last time I checked.
Those are the nominees. So they're promoting the other games that were nominated alongside it.
Well, Baldur's Gate 3 already won their Game of the Year like 2 years ago. So,
Interesting.
but I think the funniest thing though was the fact that this was the darling of like gaming, like since Baldur's Gate 3. And all of a sudden, because it won, now we're getting all these people who, I'm just gonna call them as it is, tourists or ball and gun gamers. They're like saying, "Oh, it doesn't deserve to win." And I was like, "All right, what game deserved to win?" And I've even heard people say as shit as crazy as fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I was like, "Okay, stop." Like, I'm sorry. You want Donkey Kong Bonanza versus a game that was made with like less than 100 people, former Ubisoft devs, and the director did not know how to make games. You want to know what he resourced? YouTube. Has a fun combat system. Like, dude, this Clair Obscura is one of those games, man, that has a very, very storied history when it comes to its development. And just to expect, like, this game was probably going to be like left on the wayside or just never made if they stayed with Ubisoft, because, well, we know how Ubisoft is, fucking greedy.
Interesting.
That's insane, man. I just don't get it. I don't know why people are all of a sudden hating on a game that did everything right, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we hate that it's winning all these awards. Like, dude, this was something
they hate it because they want to see their favorite fucking game on there. They don't want to see something else that's doing everything right. They want to see what they like doing everything right.
And here's the worst part. Yeah. Here's the worst part of it. There was one thing I just heard about, and people were saying, "Oh, there should be a limit on how many awards a game should get." I'm like, are you fucking stupid?
Oh my god!
Like, are we real? Are we being for real? That means step up your fucking game, idiot.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
That's infuriating to hear. My god.
I just heard that and I was like, I've never heard of such a loser mentality in my life until I heard that. Like, we're not here for participations. Like, now granted, the Game Awards doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Because it's just the Grammys of the gaming world.
Yeah.
The real, exactly. like the only, like, I don't know what's the comparable version of this, but the Golden Joystick Awards is like the real, like, actual, like, Game Awards. That's for gamers. Like, I don't know what's, like, the equivalent to that in terms of, like, movies or films. But, I'm just saying. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep seeing the Expedition 33 hate, and I'm gonna soak in those tears. Oh! But before we end on that, one day he was accepting the award, the director of Expedition 33, he actually did announce, like, so we have been talking about a new update for the game that's gonna add like a whole new world, or a new like biome, enemies, all that stuff. We're dropping it tonight and it's completely free. As a thank you.
Really?
And from what I've seen of the clips, I was like, oh, this is just souped up versions of everything. And it's colorful. My eyes are hurting.
I bet they are. I bet they.
I'm excited. I'm probably gonna. It's funny because like now it's like, damn, I got to do a second playthrough at some point. I don't have Game Pass anymore, but I do have it on PS5, so it's just sitting there. But I will play it. I will play it.
Off topic. But I also just realized that they have Yakuza Like a Dragon back on the PlayStation Plus store, not store, the premium, the PlayStation Plus.
Oh, there you go.
And they took it away, sir. Away for so long.
I just realized I probably should tell you about this, but so Nagosh Studio, I don't know if that's one you're familiar with. Well, basically I guess they're releasing like a new game, and I was like, this is literally it just looks like it's a Yakuza game with Don Lee.
Don Lee?
Yeah, he's like have you watched the movie
Is that
Train to
Judgment? Is
Busan?
that the Judgment series?
I think so.
Sorry, are you
I
talking
think
about the
so.
Judgment series? Yeah.
Or well, it's
Because
a
that
it's a game called Gang of
Right.
Dragons. So
King of Dragons. Same developer?
Nagosh Studio or something like that.
Right. No.
Because I forgot what's the Yakuza one is like starts with an R, right?
Yes. Uh, wait. An R?
I can't remember
That
the
was.
studio name.
I thought it was Lost. I thought it was Lost Judgment.
Hmm. Can't remember.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But
But basically,
mm,
but because you brought up Yakuza, there's just like a new game. If you look up Don Lee, it's like I'm like you must have seen him in something at least because I think he was in Eternals, possibly.
really.
I don't know. I can't. But all I just know, I know he's in Train to Busan. He's like this buff ass he's like a buff ass Korean dude, and he's supposed to be like I assume he's supposed to be like a former like gang member, and people are just trying to hunt for him, and he just beats the shit out of him. That's what people know him for. I'll s- I'll send you I'll send you a
That's
trailer.
funny.
Be like, hey Trev, I think I found your next Yakuza game that you're probably gonna have to take like 100 years just to play.
What's that?
Well, which is that the Gang of Dragons?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like.
I'll be sure to send it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and send it. Oh my god, it's getting dark in my room. Holy crap.
Um, but yeah, so far, like I mean, I would say overall, just as like a show, I mean, Game Awards was like a B plus, or not even a B plus, probably just a B. Wasn't bad.
Wow.
Announcements were just okay, but in terms of the awards, I mean, let's be real. I mean, I was saying it before, and I'll say it again. It was the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 award show.
Hmm. That's crazy.
I'm gonna see if I could find I'll link you the trailer right now for it.
Do it. Do it. Uh. Uh.
Hold
Uh.
on.
Achoo! I think I sneezed myself out of existence.
Yes, you did. um,
Gang of Dragon World Premiere. Okay, I'll watch that. I'll
yeah,
watch
yep.
that after the pod.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay. So that was the Game Awards. Like I said, this was okay. In terms of awards, I mean, said it already. But another thing that did happen though, which was Saturday night's main event, it was John Cena's final match. I pretty much watched the entirety of it. Trev, how much of it did you watch, if from what you could recall?
I remember starting. I remember seeing a couple of big moves. One part I really remember is after like kick out. There was like kick out from Gunther that looked like it was going to be the end, and that John was going to win. He kicked out, and just seeing John's face and the camera right on him, and then all of a sudden Gunther just immediately from behind him gets him in the
Just like
chokehold.
just
Like,
elbowing his neck like the whole time, and then he goes
yeah,
back into the sleeper hold. Just crazy, man.
it was crazy.
Yep. What's funny too,
And then of course the iconic.
and it's
That
like
was crazy. That
what's
was
fun.
crazy.
Yeah. And what's funny too is like people are like up in arms. I'm like, man, if Kevin was on here, oh my god, he would be on like a nonstop, like, venting like rampage. And
Yeah,
and look, don't get me wrong, I do understand. I knew that people were not gonna like that decision. I was like, I already said that. Well, my prediction was that yeah, John was gonna tap out. He was gonna actually set that like sort of record, I guess, that he's only tapped out like 4 times in his career. Although, can we really count this as like an actual tap out? I personally wouldn't, because I mean,
I
short,
wouldn't, but I would. I would to complete the hand so that you couldn't see him.
yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. So, But nonetheless, John Cena, he tapped out, quote unquote. But what I think I found funny was like, I saw the storytelling aspect of it, like already, the way it was. I was like, he's letting go. He says, my time has, it's my time has come now. So it's time for me
Yeah.
to walk away from the business that I helped build in the past 23 years. Let this new generation take over now.
But like, look at this run from where he started it, to where he ended it, because he started it almost in earnest and then completely heel turned. He he then chilled there for like a minute, and then also then went back and went back to babyface because well, he wasn't really going to end his whole
There
fucking
was no
thing
way
on
he
a
was going to
fucking
end
heel
it as a
turn.
heel,
No,
as much as we would have
no.
liked it.
So he did it once. So this was the swan song. So he's get to do all the things that he didn't get to do for the majority of his career, which was be a heel, which was tap out, which was doing all these different things. And he got to have his cake and eat it too. A lot of these matches. I missed some of the ones after he turned back to babyface, because I was busy with life. But seeing where this ended and seeing everybody fully support this man, it was almost like a guarantee for in a lot of people's minds that he was going to win. So I feel like them pulling the rug out from under them is I don't know, it's giving a sense of authenticity, even though
Yeah.
it's not. It's giving a sense of like, oh, not even any of you can predict what we're gonna do now, so you better keep watching kind of thing. And it's like, okay, yes, like even John Cena at the end of his run, you sent I think you sent something or posted something. It was a meme of just like all these guys complaining that he tapped out, and it was it wasn't and all of the guys underneath it, like the
We
Chads, they
support
were
you.
looking at
Yep.
it going like, "We support you, sir. We
Like, thank
support."
you for
Because
everything.
honestly, he that's pretty damn humble if you think about it too. To him to agree to that,
Mhm.
like I don't know if that was his idea. Like, we don't know anything yet. Like, we're gonna hear about this, by the way. Now that he's done, the amount of interviews and the amount of documentaries that they're still gonna be putting out with like all the tie-in stuff is gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna
John
be
Cena's pretty much just
momentous.
yeah, John Cena's gonna have pretty much just like in a way, this is gonna be like second life for him after wrestling. I mean, he was already like a foot in the door. Now he's fully in the door to becoming a
Yeah.
Hollywood actor, and he's already like pretty charismatic as he is. So,
Oh no. Now he's gonna have some fun.
oh yeah,
Now he's going to keep doing comedies because that's where he's known for. But he's gonna start branching out into dramatic roles, like on like proper terms. I
proper
bet you
dramatic
anything.
roles.
Now, hopefully, he gets a good director or writers attached to his project that give him good stuff to do, but not make it so. It's gonna be like this. I already know it's gonna be like this. A, a puff piece that he puts him in the spotlight. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
an easy layup to say it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be like, oh, we got you. We've been sitting on this gold mine waiting for you to be done with your career here so that you can start this. Let's go. I hope that is the case because then we at least know it would be funny as fuck. Because if it's him, dude, come on.
Yeah.
I want him. I want him and Deadpool to do a commercial. Just a commercial. A Super Bowl commercial. Deadpool, Peacemaker. It's innocent enough, right? It's for a Super Bowl commercial and everything. But guess what? Things have happened with Deadpool just based off of commercials and promos that ended up in him doing a whole fucking trilogy. So, like, I'm sorry. That is perfect. Have him sitting in chairs. I think it'd be funny too because at first you think it's John Cena because uh, I want it to be Peacemaker, but in like a suit. So like literally from the neck up, it looks like just John Cena.
And then
in the other and then the other seat, it's either Deadpool like in a tuxedo in another suit in the same suit in his Deadpool mask, or Ryan Reynolds and all that prosthetic makeup. It's Ryan Reynolds either way, but like
yeah,
him
like
doing all that. You
some
know what I
something
mean?
for those two to do together, I honestly would be a good idea.
I think mm, here's the thing. I haven't seen much of anything else from John Cena apart from his stuff with James Gunn, and I know they're great collaborators. I, for one, I want to see it happen, but I don't know if it's going to be a thing of like too many cooks in the kitchen, where Ryan's ideas and John's ideas are going to clash, because Ryan is now used to having a lot of control when he's in movies and such like that. Like he self produces them, and he doesn't really need to do this often, I would say, because of the amount of money that he got.
Yeah, it's like
um,
I see what you mean though. I think that it's more well,
so,
John's more of the I'll just rock with it, dude, and then we'll just go from there.
and that's what I'm hoping what'll happen, because like John is really good about just running with it and even building upon it. But now he's with Peacemaker because he's been the leading man. He's gotten a taste of leading that in sense of an ensemble cast in his TV
Mhm.
show with a big budget. You're doing big storylines with big moves and big fucking scenes and dramatic scenes too, as well as being funny. All the same. Like John really knows what the fuck he's doing. So if you give him someone like Ryan Reynolds, I'm interested to see how those dynamics would actually work. Because sometimes putting two positives in a room does not create the result that you want.
Yeah,
It was,
exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll stay on John Cena because we're getting off topic. But like seeing what he's capable of, it would be interesting to see him with other hided actors and personalities, kind of like him.
An idea I did remember seeing, or like a comment I saw on like some random like John Cena thing was someone was like saying they should do like a buddy cop comedy film with John Cena and Alan Richardson, Jack Reacher.
Yeah, I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it.
Like John could be like the like great man of the group, and Alan Richardson's character is basically oh my god, what is his name from Blue Mountain State? Thad Castle.
Okay,
As
that's
an
an
idea.
interesting one.
That would
It's an
be
idea.
it's an idea. And they just John is like he's like fighting all these guys, and then there's Thad Castle just or whatever Alan Richardson does is just doing some goofy shit like off to the side. It,
Oh my god.
I would like that. I would like to see them do that. But I mean we know that John Cena could be the well, we've seen that John is usually the comedy act, especially with Peacemaker, and then like even that one film he did with Idris Elba that's on Amazon when he's like the president of
Right.
the United States, and Idris Elba is I think like the prime minister of the UK, something like that. So that's a fun one. I don't know, man. I actually just want to see like what John just does in Hollywood just as a whole. Like I'm very interested to see what his creative process is going to look like. If he's going to like maybe help produce films, or is he just going to simply be acting in them? He's definitely somebody who's sitting on a lot of ideas.
Huh. I thought about it like that.
Hmm?
Wish I had more to say about that. I'm sorry.
But yeah. But other thing, I mean, if I could talk about Saturday night's main event, just like the card as a whole, it was pretty fucking solid. I give it a B. Oh, I'd say it's a B plus to like an A minus, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
I did like the showcasing of the NXT like superstars.
Oh, dude, fucking Joe Hendry coming in out of
Yeah,
fucking
Joe Hendry
nowhere.
just
It's like,
the funniest
bro,
thing,
he's become their best gimmick, big like because
gimmick
of that
wrestler.
gimmick. He's like, okay, yeah, we got to put him in. He's great though. God damn.
And the funniest thing too is that some people, or like one of the YouTubers I watch for wrestling, he said like when he heard the music, he checked the ramp first just to see if he was coming down. And then so he checks the ramp, doesn't see him, turns around, he's right there on the ring. It's like he just materialized.
Because he was probably underneath the ring.
Yeah,
Most
like he
likely.
likely was underneath the ring for like a hot minute, and then next thing you know, once they did the cue, he just shows up.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
And it's sort of funny too because they kind of this was supposed because there was a ongoing rumor, I think as early as like in January this year, that they wanted to bring Joe Hendry to the main roster to start a feud with the Miz, but they couldn't
Interesting.
because he was contracted with TNA and they didn't have that. I don't think they had that partnership yet, or at least at the time. So it makes now he's actually signed with NXT and he's probably going to be down there for a hot minute. And when he gets that call up, it's going to be probably like one of the most fun like things happening for WWE.
Wow.
That shit was fucking hilarious. So I was like, oh my god, Joe Hendry.
He can't well, if he does ever change it, it has to be original music. It has to be by him.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, too.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but that one was fun. I'd say like overall with the matches, I think it literally is like the order of the matches, but backwards essentially. Like, I think like for me, yeah, the John, like if I were to like rank all the matches like in the tier list, literally just have it reversed. Because, and that's not saying like the Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes was bad. It was just, you know, just the way it ended was like I'm not surprised it ended that way, but man, it, god damn it, ends in a fucking interference by Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that was weird because
they're really trying to. The problem for me
feud between him and Cody.
Yeah, and you know what the problem is? They've been doing this for months. It's like been like 3 months now of them doing this feud, and it's like, dude, can we please end this? Like, this is now getting to the point that
it's resolved.
It's like it's tiresome now. Like that's my problem with it.
Because then the other guy,
Oba Oba's probably gonna get called to the main roster like next year. The fucking
dude, yeah.
When Cody does like that drop and he just bear clawed his neck, I was like, Cody's dying today.
Dude. Yeah.
And remember what I said last week that I bet you there's only 2 types of moods you gotta have when you're a WWE fan: the Penta walk with smooth operator, or the Obafemi strut with the boombox. The boom, 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 boom. Woo! I love that shit. Obafemi is so fucking good, dude. And I'm like, and I texted Kevin this too. I was like, you know what I want at some point within the next like 2-3 years? I want an Obafemi versus Braun Breaker match at WrestleMania for the title. For any main title. That's a hard-hitting match right there, dude.
100%. Jesus.
The only thing is that
holy shit.
The funniest thing. The only problem is though, and that's not necessarily a problem, but it's more of Obafemi's character is technically a heel, but because he's so badass, he's getting the Roman Reigns like tribal chief kind of like nod, where he's being cheered instead of booed. So it's so he's like a tweener in a way. He's very
in betweener, gotcha.
Yeah, he's great on the mic. He's got you see the dude. What's crazy is like this is like a nerfed version of Oba as well that we saw. Like and when you watch like an actual like NXT match with Oba, it's like, dude, this guy is legit as fuck. And it's crazy to think he only joined the business 3 years ago. He's a
damn.
Yeah,
That's fucking sick.
like he naturally just understood the assignment. So
Oh my god, dude.
yeah, yep. But like I said, I'm excited for Oba whenever that main roster call up happens. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they try to call him up like at probably Royal Rumble. It's probably like the best time to do it.
Yeah.
And then the next match, Sol Ruka versus Bailey. Honestly, this was just it was like, damn, this was also good. Like, dude,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Sol,
It's
dude,
crazy.
Sol Ruka's a superstar. Just like I'm like, she's only gotten better and better and better. And the one, I mean, what else is there to say? It was just a good match. Especially because you have like a veteran like Bailey. Yeah, they definitely, honestly, and like that was like, oh yeah, this match was somehow topped. It only topped Oba versus Cody because of Oba and Cody's ending, and that's it. But like bell to bell, I enjoyed this match.
Yeah, I think that was a good one.
Uh,
I had it like on here while I was doing stuff in my room. And unfortunately, at some points I had to like leave the room.
mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see everything from every fight, but I was
Got to see some
watching.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And then
I didn't get to see the end. I will say I didn't get to see the ending. Like I saw the ending of the match for John, but I didn't get to see like the
Solar.
actual video
Mm.
that they made for him. Because
Oh, I think
I saw
they
him
might have
going around with
uploaded
the
it
two
already.
belts, but okay, good.
Yeah, so that one is yeah, it's I can definitely say this. It's definitely a tearjerker, man. It's definitely a tearjerker.
Yeah.
I will say the craziest thing about that package. Well, I'll let you watch it, and I was surprised at who was on that. I'll say that much.
Damn.
But
I'm see.
sir, you good?
You sent me. You sent me that one.
Yeah, I don't know if they uploaded the video yet for John, but I'm pretty sure if you go on WWE's YouTube page, it's probably there already.
Sick.
And then we already mentioned Joe Hendry versus the Joe Hendry sequence. I will say the tag team match though with Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Dude, that shit went by so fucking fast, but man, it was packed for how fast they did it. Like, I don't know if you got a chance to like see some of it, Trev, but yeah. Javon Evans is definitely just like Oba, future. He's gonna be a really big part of
Damn.
the future of the business. Especially because like he just feels relatable. Like he doesn't talk like, like a character. He talks like himself. And that's what I like.
That's
He does,
good. Yeah.
and I mean, super high flyer. He's a great seller. Just overall, man. And what's crazy? I think he's 20. He's either 20 or 21. He's young.
Baby.
Yeah, he's a child.
Holy shit.
And then
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
and then Leon Slater as well is fucking awesome too. Dude, he's just like another fucking Javon Evans. And the craziest thing about Slater though, I love his finisher. Okay, I'm just gonna describe it to you. It's a Swanton 450 splash. I'm gonna repeat it. Swanton 450. So he does the Swanton dive, flips 450 degrees, and then it's a splash.
He can do this. He can do this.
This is what TNA has right now. The youngest X
Holy
Division
fuck,
champion.
dude.
Yeah, and yeah, Javon or
TNA,
I'm sorry, not
Jesus.
Javon Evans. Leon Slater, youngest X Division champion at 20. So, and I'm like, WWE, pick this man up. And you got to do one of two things. You got to give him another mid-card title, or you got to have him just partner with Javon Evans and have them just be a tag team together.
Holy fuck.
Like,
then they have to make more tag team events.
I mean, there was a point NXT was stacked with tag teams. There was one point. And that was a thing. But yeah, that one was great. Other than that, I mean, Saturday night's main event. This was probably the only time I really did care about a SNME, because otherwise I usually don't give a shit about it because they're kind of just like they're just a roadblock of a show. Like nothing really important happens here. But it was entertaining.
Because it was John's last.
Because yes, it was John's last match. And now it just sort of leaves a big question. And now that I think about something that really started to make sense over time is Gunther might be our next legend killer going forward. Because you know who else is retiring next year? We got two. One is possibly retiring, being AJ Styles, because he's not going to wrestle past 50, getting up there in age.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar is allegedly SummerSlam might be his last match because it's in Minnesota, where Brock Lesnar's from. And who is probably going to get those calls? Gunther is probably going to be our legend killer going forward. And honestly, I ain't going to be mad. I think Gunther's great.
He is. Dude, he is insane. It does his job very well.
It's a great heel. Great heel. Talks shit to everyone. Crazy to think, man, that, you know, you can say whatever you want, that he has like a slower style of wrestling. That's the point of that character.
I don't know. He's still fast. The way he just like that was
everything
insane,
just hurts, dude. Everything just hurts looking at half the things he does, dude. He's always been known for having like some of the hardest chops, though. Like just hearing it, and it's just like, how?
Yeah.
Every chop, man.
Fuck, dude.
And what's crazy, I mean, if you get someone like Undertaker to say, like, man, if I got to wrestle him, I would take the chop. That's saying a lot, because Undertaker hates that spot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, what can I say, man? I mean, Gunther is probably going to be... I really am hoping that he's going to get a lot of the dream match scenarios that we want. Eventually, though, we got to see, like, Gunther versus, like, Braun Breaker again, or Gunther versus Oba. I'm just saying, man. It's going to be good. WWE's in a pretty interesting spot. Like, even though they've been on a very skeptical spot, I am interested to see where they go.
There's a lot of potential here.
Ton of potential. But
yeah.
Do we have any closing thoughts that we want to give out before we dip out of here?
I think that the state of the gaming industry and the state of the WWE mirrored each other. No longer have they mirrored each other. There's opportunities, even though opportunities are on both sides, it is. What am I trying to say? It's more prudent to look at both with a grain of salt, and to notice that both have changed in different ways. We've talked a lot about both today, so I feel as if I endorse 2K WWE 2026. This was all sponsored. Wasn't. Sorry.
Totally. I swear to God, no, it wasn't.
I swear to God, no, it wasn't. Yeah, that's it. That's it from me. What about you?
All right. I really don't got much to say. You know, just 2020. you know, we're gonna probably I may as well just say it right now. This is probably gonna be the second to last episode of the year for the pod. We're skipping out on the Christmas week just because we're all gonna probably be busy, and there's not much else to say other than we're busy. I'm gonna be tired from all of that, but we will have a last podcast before the year ends. Hopefully, everyone can show up. Gonna really just sum it up as really just 2026 as a whole, or no, 2025. What the fuck am I talking about, man? 2025 as a whole.
Well, we're trying to keep an eye on the future.
Yeah, but
So
the last podcast will be we'll definitely get one out before the end of the year. And I have not forgotten about Dispatch. I will eventually get to it. I am looking
thank you.
to do it before the year ends. I'm at least the way I'm kind of planning it right now is at least the last week before the new year starts. And I'm still debating on how I want to upload it, whether I do 2 episodes per video or do I just do a whole condensed version of it. Only time will tell on that. But
Interesting.
we are going to go ahead. We're going to go wrap it up here. Thank you, Trev, for pulling through on the pod today. Where can everyone find you?
Everyone, you can find me at PJ_DYNO on Instagram. And you can catch me in Vegas at Saw the Musical. You can look up tickets and information at sawthemusical.com. And I'm excited to go. I'm excited to spend a month there. So, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Jeremy, for again having me on the pod.
Of course, I always appreciate having you on here. And I am your host, Zero Requiem 14. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and X. If I do use at least the last 2. But aside from all that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care, and we'll see you before the year ends.